Good afternoon everyone. How are you all? Hope you enjoyed the weekend. Okay, how did you attempt the test, students? How did you attempt the test? If you have any doubts regarding the test, let's continue our previous topic, that is optical input devices. Okay students, what is input? So input is nothing but the data or instructions which is given to the computer. Am I right? Yes. Now I am going to discuss optical input devices. So as I said that optical input devices uses light as its input. Am I right? Because all these devices are called as optical input devices. Why? Because see, it uses light as a source of input. See, some of them are barcode reader, scanner, OCR, OMR, MICR. Okay, we'll see one by one in detail. Okay, students? What is barcode reader? Barcode reader is also called as barcode scanner. So why? Because it is also used to scan the barcode that is available in most of the products. Am I right? I think everybody well known about the barcodes which are available in most of the products. So barcode reader simply called as barcode scanner that can read the printed barcodes, because barcode contains encoded data. Barcode contains encoded data. Encoded data is nothing but only the barcode reader device can understand the font of the barcode. That means simply barcode reader decodes the data from the products and then it converts them into digital data and send the data to the computer. Simply barcode reader decodes the data contained in the barcode and send that data to the computer. So that is the advantage of barcode reader. Simply it is also called as barcode scanner, and this is portable. That means easy to carry, as we can easily move this device and we can easily use this device, and it is a low price device and easy to use. These are the main advantages of barcode reader. So what is the next one? Scanner. So what is the use of scanner, students? What is the use of scanner? What is the use of scanner? By using scanner, we can scan any type of objects like images, printed text, photographs, etc. A scanner is an optical device. Why? Because it takes the input as a light. Am I right? See, any object can be located on this device. So scanner is an optical device. It captures image, text, photographs, etc. And the main advantage of scanner is it converts the captured data into digital images. As the format of scanned document is in a image format, that is digital image format, and later by using the software we can edit the data, we can edit the scanned documents, because any document can be scanned and stored in a computer for further processing. So that is the advantage of scanner. So there are different types of scanners are available now. Am I right? So scanner captures images, printed text, photographs, and it converts them into digital image format that is used for editing and displaying on computers. So there are different types of scanners are available. Some of them are handheld scanners, okay, drum scanners, flatbed scanners, and sheet fed scanners, etc. Because we have so many types of scanners are available now. Okay, so next one. So what is the next device? OCR. OCR stands for optical character recognition. OCR is an optical device that is used to recognize the characters or codes. Simply, these are used to convert, that means OCR devices are used to convert the printed text, that is hard copy, to soft copy. Do you know about hard copy and soft copy, students? Come on, post your answers. So what is hard copy and what is soft copy? Come on, students. Please respond. Post your answers. So what is hard copy and what is soft copy? Because OCR device is mainly used to convert the hard copy to soft copy. That means simply it converts the printed text to text file. That means that text is converted and stored in a system. So now what is hard copy and what is soft copy? Okay, hard copy. Simply the printed material is called as hard copy. Printed material is called as hard copy. So what about soft copy? The file or data that is stored on hard disk, CD, pen drive or memory card, etc. and displaying on computers. So a file that is stored on hard disk or any other secondary storage device, then that is called as soft copy. Soft copy is displayed on the screen, whereas hard copy, simply a printed material, is called as hard copy. See, observe this picture, students. So this is OCR device. So this is OCR device. Simply we can scan the printed text. See, this is the printed text. So by using this device we can easily convert the printed text into Word file or any text files like notepad files, etc. So these data is converted and stored in a system. So this is a process of converting the printed text to Word or text files. The main advantage of this OCR device is to simply convert hard copy to soft copy. So this is about the OCR, optical character recognition. Why? Because it recognizes the character. Am I right? As it detects the codes or characters or any type of images, etc. Mainly characters. Okay. Next one, OMR, optical mark reader or optical mark recognition. As we are very familiar with OMR sheets, am I right? As that OMR sheet is scanned by any OMR device. Okay. So what is OMR? What is the working of OMR? So OMR is an optical device that extracts the data from the marked fields. Yes, that means these devices are mainly used for checking the answer sheets of examinations having multiple choice questions. Am I right? Yes. See, OMR contains some different options, and among all the options we can darken any one of the option. Am I right? By using pencil or pen, because this device recognizes the type of mark made by pen or pencil. So the process of extracting data from the marked fields, that is fill in forms or check boxes or circles, etc. Simply OMR sheets or scanned by OMR device. This is one type of OMR device. See, the OMR sheets are inserted into the device because it recognizes the marks that is marked by pencil or pen. Okay, students. So next one, do you know about MICR, magnetic ink character recognition? MICR is an optical device that is mainly used to detect or recognize the magnetic ink characters. Then where the magnetic ink characters are used? Especially in checks. The best example is bank check. So do you know about the bank check? So this is an example of bank check. See, this is the example of bank check, and this is called as MICR code. As see, bank check contains the bank code and check number that is printed with a special type of ink that contains particles of magnetic. So that's why these characters are called as MICR, magnetic ink character. Magnetic ink characters are recognized by the MICR device, that is magnetic ink character recognition or magnetic ink character reader, because the banks cannot process the checks without checking. That means these devices are mainly designed to check the legitimacy of documents. So legitimacy is nothing but whether the check is legal or authorized or not. Not only for bank checks, so this is also used to scan the magnetic ink characters that are available on many documents, okay, like paper documents or checks, etc. So this is the advantage of MICR device. So this is mainly used to check the legitimacy of documents, especially in bank checks. So this is the MICR code. So this is the MICR device. So many types of devices are available. So this is one type of MICR device. The check is inserted into the device and then it checks whether that is original or not. Okay students, do you understand what is MICR? Magnetic ink. Magnetic ink character recognition. Okay students. And last but not least, so what are the different optical input devices available for computers or available? Barcode reader, scanners, OMR, OCR, MICR. Am I right? Next, audio and video input devices. So first, audio input devices. So what is the use of audio input device? Audio input devices are used to capture the sounds from the outside world. Because what is input? Input is used to accept the data from the outside world. That means audio input devices allows the computers to accept the music, speech or any type of sound effects from the outside world. Like for example, microphones and CD players comes under audio input devices. What about video input devices, students? Video input devices. As video input devices are used to capture the video from the outside world. Example, digital cameras and web cameras. So audio and video input devices are used to capture audio or video from the outside world to the computer. So that's why these devices like microphones, CD players, digital cameras, web cameras, etc. comes under audio and video input devices. So with this we have done with input devices, students: keyboard, mouse, optical input devices, pointing devices, audio and video devices. Okay, and next we are going to discuss output devices. Okay students, now what is output data? What is output data? Come on students, please respond. What is output data? What is output data? The data which is received from the computer. So what is input? The data or instructions that are given to the computer. Am I right? So now what is output data? The data which is received from the computer after processing is known as output data. So for processing we have to enter the data for the system. But after processing, the system generates an output or produces an output to the user. So that's why output data is called as the data which is received from the computer after processing is known as output data. So what about output devices? As output devices of computer system or electromechanical devices that accepts a set of instructions or data from the computer and convert them into human readable form. So for feeding the instructions to the system need to convert the data into human readable form to mission readable form. But now by using output devices, the system need to convert the output to human readable form. That means it accepts the set of instructions from the computer and convert them into human readable form. So by using output devices, we can receive the data from the system. So what are the output devices available for the computer? So output devices are again classified into two types. Soft copy devices, that means soft copy output devices, hard copy output devices. Soft copy output devices, hard copy output devices. So what is meant by, again I am asking, what is meant by hard copy and soft copy? So why monitor, projector, speaker comes under soft copy output devices? And why printer and plotter comes under hard copy devices? So what is meant by soft copy output devices? Soft copy is nothing but, soft copy means a file that is stored on disk, CD or any other device or any other secondary storage device. Am I right? See, monitor, projector and speaker comes under soft copy output devices. Printer and plotter comes under hard copy output devices. So let me show you. So what are the different types of soft copy output devices? So first, soft copy output devices. Simply, soft copy output devices produce an electronic vision of an output. Am I right? Electronic vision is nothing but it displays the information on the screen or any other surface. Am I right? Yes. So without any output device, we can't view the information. Am I right, students? So which device is mainly used to view the information? So this is an electronic vision of an output. For example, a file that is stored on hard disk. Because hard disk is used as a permanent storage in our computers, am I right? And some more secondary storage devices are available to store the data. CD. As the CD is inserted into the CD drive, then we can view the information that is displayed on the monitor or pen drive or memory card, etc. and is displayed on the computer screen. Yes, the information is displayed on the information that is stored on these devices or displayed on the computer screen. What are the advantages of soft copy devices? Advantages or features. So what is the first feature here? Output can be viewed only when the computer is on. Yes. Am I right? Output can be viewed only when the computer is on. What about next one? We can easily edit the soft copy output. See, if the information is stored in MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint or any type of file, then we can easily edit the soft copy output. Because we can't edit the information on hard copy, am I right? Yes. Next one. It cannot be used by the people without a computer. That means we must view the information on the screen. Next, searching for data in a soft copy is easy and fast, as we can search any character or any word or any line. If you want to edit a particular line, if you want to edit a particular character, then that can be easy. That can be made easy in soft copy. And last, S, electronic distribution of material is cheaper, easy and fast. Because we can print the information which is stored on soft copy output devices. Am I right? Yes. So this is about soft copy. So what are the different soft copy output devices available? Monitors, projectors, speakers. First, when coming to the monitors, what is monitor? Monitor is the standard output device. Am I right? So which is the standard input device? Which is the standard input device? Okay, what is the standard input device for computers? What is the standard input device? Keyboard is the standard input device for the computer, and monitor is the standard output device. Why? Because without monitor we can't view the information that is produced by the CPU. Am I right? Because CPU processes all the data. That means the data that is produced by the computer is viewed by using monitor. That's why monitor is a standard output device. The first monitors are called as, that means the monitors are formerly known as VDU. VDU stands for, do you know about VDU, students? VDU. Visual Display Unit. Okay, monitors were commonly known as VDU, Visual Display Unit. See, monitors are used to display any type of information, graphics or videos through video card. Am I right? These are used to display any type of information like video and graphics information generated by the computer. That means monitor itself doesn't display the information. So monitors are used to display the information that is produced by the CPU. The processed data and the input data or the output data is to be displayed on the screen, because monitor is also called as screen. Am I right? So through the video card we can view any type of information. So the older monitors looks like a television screens, but they display information at much higher quality. Am I right? Yes. How many types of monitors are there? See, so many types of monitors are available today. See, some of them are, see, the older monitor is CRT monitor. These are the different types of monitor. So monitors are classified based on the technology that they are used to display the images. Am I right? So CRT, cathode ray tube monitors, LCD monitors, liquid crystal display monitors, LED monitors, light emitting diode. So LED stands for light emitting diode. OLED monitors, organic light emitting diode, and TFT monitors, because the latest monitors uses TFT technology, that is thin film transistor, TFT technology. So let's see one by one. So what is CRT monitor? The first monitors uses CRT technology, cathode ray tube, which looks like a television screen. So cathode ray tube monitor is the economical monitor mostly used for desktop computers. CRT monitors are mostly used for desktop computers. It provides good quality images, low priced, S, inexpensive. So when compared to latest monitors, am I right, LED, LCD, etc. So what are the drawbacks? So why LCD and LED monitors are replaced with CRT monitors? Is there any drawback? Students, again video is not visible. So this is CRT. So older monitors uses CRT technology. So the main drawback of CRT is it occupies a large space on the desk. It is not portable. Why? Because it is very bigger in size and weight when compared to all other types of monitors, and therefore not easily portable. Okay. So power consumption is higher than other monitors. So that's why we are using LCD, LED, OLED monitors today. This is CRT monitor picture, so which looks like a television screen. Again, we have different types of CRT monitors, as these are the different types of CRT monitors. So CRT monitors comes with different types, that is monochrome monitors, grayscale monitors and color monitors. That means monochrome CRT monitors, grayscale CRT monitors and color CRT monitors. Monochrome monitors. So we will see one by one. What is monochrome monitors? Mono means, come on students, please respond. Mono means mono. Mono is nothing but, mono means one. As monochrome monitors are used to display any type of text on screen using only one color, that is either white or black. That's why it is called as monochrome monitors. So why it is called as monochrome monitor, students? Monochrome monitor displays any type of text and images on the screen using only one color, that is such as black or white. So here mono means one, am I right? So these monitors display images using colors such as green or orange or white, any one color. So these are cheaper than all other types of monitors. So what is the next one? Grayscale monitors. So this is one type of CRT monitor that is used to display any type of information or text or images etc. on the screen using the different shades of grey. Yes. Okay. So by using different shades of grey, so it displays the text by using different shades of grey. Why? Because monochrome only displays either white or black, like black and white television screen. So it is like a black and white television, but it displays the image using different shades of grey. So these monitors display both text and images that do not require much processing. Next, when coming to the color monitor, as color monitor is like a color television screen that displays any type of information by using different or variety of colors. So this is the advantage of color monitor. So these are used to display color graphics and animations etc. That means it is used to display any type of information with variety of colors like color television. So these are different types of CRT monitors, but now these are replaced with LCD, LED and latest monitors. Next one, what is LCD monitor? LCD stands for, so what is the full form of LCD, students? LCD. LCD, liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. So these are thin, flat and lightweight monitors when compared to CRT monitors, because CRT monitors are bigger in size and heavy weight. So when compared to CRT monitors, these are thin, flat and lightweight monitors. These are used to display the information that uses the light emitting properties of liquid crystals. That means light modulating properties of liquid crystals. So these are very compact and lightweight. And what are the advantages? It consumes. So these are very compact and lightweight, that means easy to carry. Next one, consumes less power when compared to CRT monitors, because CRT monitors consumes high power. So high power consumption is the drawback of CRT monitor. Little or no flicker of images, as it causes less eye fatigue. So what are the disadvantages? More expensive than CRTs, but that is not a drawback. Okay. So because of technology, because of using the technology and because of the advantages, LCD monitors are expensive than CRT monitors. So these are the different types of LCD monitors. Observe the picture, students. LCD monitors are used in desktop computers, laptop computers, notebook computers, and in many other devices. TFT monitors. TFT stands for thin film transistor. TFT monitors, that means TFT is the latest technology used in LCD, LED and other types of displays. So it is the latest technology widely used in LCD monitors, but now TFT is also used in many types of monitors. Here TFT contains a tiny transistor. Tiny transistor that is used for each pixel on the display. What is meant by pixel, students? What is meant by pixel? Do you know the term pixel? Pixel. Compact means small. Compact means small. Okay. So do you know about the term pixel? What is pixel? A pixel is one of the squares or dots that make up the image on display screen. See, any digital image that is in our computer or in mobiles or in any other devices, a digital image is made up of pixels. See, when someone talks about the resolution of the image, as the resolution is measured in terms of pixels. Okay. So the image quality and the image resolution is based on the measurement of pixels. So any digital image is made up of pixels. What is pixel? A pixel is one of squares or dots that make up an image on the screen. So TFT contains tiny transistors that is used for each pixel on the display, and these are very small in size. So TFT, that means transistors are very small in size and it displays the sharp text, excellent color and multimedia applications. See, again LED monitors are replaced with LCD monitors because of high quality. LED monitors produces high quality and high resolution than LCD, and OLED monitors are available. Organic light emitting diodes. Again, OLED is better than LED. And do you know about AMOLED display? AMOLED display, AMOLED. As pixels can be measured in megapixels, okay, gigapixels, etc. So depend upon the pixel number. Okay. So do you know about AMOLED? AMOLED. Active matrix stands for active matrix organic light emitting diode, as this is a display which is used in most of the mobiles. Am I right? As now most of the mobile uses AMOLED display to produce the high quality of information, to produce the high quality of images, to produce the high resolution. Am I right? Do you know about AMOLED? Okay. So next, so this displays the text, and it displays the excellent color, and it displays the sharp text and multimedia applications. Okay. So pixels, make up and pixels helps to make up an image. Okay. So LED, OLED, AMOLED displays comes under TFT, because TFT, see, Super AMOLED displays are also available now. Super AMOLED display. Okay. So these are the various displays available for monitors. So the older one is CRT, but now we are using LCD, LED, OLED, AMOLED and Super AMOLED displays, because so one can produce higher quality than previous one. So that is the advantage of display screens. So when coming to the projectors, what is projector? Yes, projector is an output device. Why it comes under soft copy output device, students? Why projector is a soft copy output device? What is the use of projector, students? Yes, projector is, of course, projector is an output device. So why it comes under soft copy output device? See, monitor is a soft copy output device because monitor can display the information that is generated by the computer. Am I right? What about projector? Come on, students, please respond. What about projector? Yes, of course, projector is a soft copy output device because projector projects the information on the screen that is obtained from the computer or from any other secondary storage device. Am I right? So projector is a soft copy output device. Why? Because projector projects the information on the screen or wall or any other surface, but that information is obtained from the computer, or that information is obtained from the pen drive, or that information is obtained from the CD, DVD or memory card, etc., or that information is maybe stored in hard disk. Am I right? Yes. That means projector is an output device that takes an image. Image is nothing but projector projects the information in image format. Yes, of course, projector projects the information, but that can take the information as in image format. So that's why projector is a device that takes an image. So image is nothing but any type of information, not only pictures. Here image is nothing but any type of information. Okay, from a digital source. Digital source is nothing but, so what is meant by digital source? Digital source is nothing but from hard disk or from CD or from DVD or from pen drive. So projector takes an image from a digital source and projects it onto a screen or wall or any other surface. So this is the image of projector. Yes, it uses its own light to project the data on the screen. As it can be broadly classified into two categories. So there are so many types of projectors are available now. So these two are the most common one, that is LCD projectors and DLP projectors. LCD projectors, liquid crystal display projectors. So what is LCD projector? As LCD projector uses their own light, am I right? LCD projectors uses their own light to display the image or any type of information on the screen or wall. But the room must be first darkened to display the information by using this projector. Otherwise, the image formed will be blurred. That means not that much of clear. The room must be darkened if we use LCD projectors to project the information on the screen. Okay? Yes. So what is the advantage of projector? Why we use projector, students? Is the projectors are used all the time, or is there any advantage of using projector? What is the advantage of projector? Come on students, what is the advantage of projector? So why we use projectors to display the information on the screen? So rather than using computers, is there any advantage? Come on students, please respond. Yes, projector has its own light. See this picture. Come on students, please respond. So what is the advantage of projector? So observe this picture students, it uses their own light. So to project the information on the screen. Is there any advantage of projector? So this is LCD projector. Come on, respond. As very good to project on a large screen. So why? Because so it can be viewed by more number of people. Am I right? Yes. The large screen means it can be viewed by more number of people at a time. So that's why we are using projectors to display or information. So digital light processing projectors, DLP projectors, are better than the LCD projectors. Why? Because the room may or may not be darkened, because these projectors produce the information, or these projectors produce the clear images in both the situations. So in LCD, while using LCD projector, the room must be darkened. But while using DLP projectors, the room may or may not be darkened, because it displays a clear image in both the situations. So that is the difference between LCD and DLP projectors. So these are expensive than LCD projectors. So these are the two most common types of projectors. Okay students, LCD and DLP, digital light processing. Okay. So next, when coming to the hard copy output devices. So everybody well known about speakers. So what is the use of speakers? Why speaker is an output device? So speaker, come on students, what is the use of speaker? Why speaker is an output device? So hard copy output devices. Come on students, please respond about speakers. Hard copy output devices. What is hard copy? It produces a physical form of output. Yes. So what is soft copy? Soft copy device produce an electronic vision that is displayed on the screen, whereas in hard copy produce a physical form of output. Output is nothing but the information which is displayed on the screen is to be printed by using any one of the output device. So that's why the hard copy output device produce a physical form of output. For example, the content of a file printed on a paper. Yes. So what is the use of printer? Printer is used to print the information that is obtained from the computer on paper. Am I right? Yes. So what are the features of hard copy output devices? So what are the features? As a computer is not needed to see the output, because so by using soft copy devices we can view the information when the computer is on. But here computer is not needed to see the output, and output can be easily distributed to people who do not have a computer. But editing, searching and some other are difficult in hard copy, because editing is easy in soft copy, but that is not possible in hard copy. So what are the hard copy output devices? Printers and plotters. Printers and plotters are mainly used to print the text or information that is displayed on the screen. First we will see about printers. What is printer? As printer is an output device. So what is the use of printer? Printer takes the text and graphics or any type of information that is obtained from a computer and prints it on a paper. Am I right? As printer takes any type of information that is obtained from the computer and simply they are used to print that information on paper. We have so many different types of papers like A4, legal, tabloid, etc. Okay, so based on a requirement we can print the particular information on the paper. So that is the advantage of printer. But printers are again classified into two types. So based on the technology and based on the quality of printing. Okay, so again printers are classified into two types: impact printers, non-impact printers. So impact printers are older printers, but non-impact printers are available now and these are utilized today. So what are the impact printers? So many types of impact printers are available here, like dot matrix printer, daisy wheel printer, band printer, drum printer, line printer, etc. So there are many different types of impact printers are available. When coming to non-impact printers, there are two types of non-impact printers are available now: inkjet printers, laser printers. Okay, so printers are classified into impact and non-impact printers. So what are impact printers? Dot matrix, daisy wheel, line, band, drum printers, etc. comes under impact. So we will see so why these printers are called as impact printers and why inkjet and laser printers are called as non-impact printers. First, impact printers. So why these are called impact printers? See, impact printers print characters by striking an inked ribbon against the paper. That means these printers strikes an inked ribbon against the paper. That means these are very slow when compared to non-impact printers, because non-impact printers uses spraying, and that means those are used to print the characters by spraying the streams, by using quick dry ink on the paper. That means simply sprays the ink on the paper. So when compared to impact printers, non-impact printers produces high quality and those are very fast. So impact printers, why these are called as impact printers? These printers print characters by striking an inked ribbon against the paper. So advantages: S, enable users to produce carbon copies, that means Xerox copies, and these are low priced than non-impact printers. But the drawbacks are, these are very slow and it can be extremely noisy, as these printers make much noise than non-impact printers like laser and inkjet printers. And poor print quality, especially in the case of graphics like images or drawings, etc. Okay, it can print only using the standard font because some font styles are not recognized by these printers. That is the main drawback of impact printers. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of impact printers. So what are the different types of impact printers are available? So first one is dot matrix printer. Why this printer is called as dot matrix? See, the first dot matrix printer was developed by IBM in 1957. The first dot matrix printer is developed by IBM in 1957. The term dot matrix refers to the use of dots to form an image. See, this is an example of dot matrix. Observe this picture, students. Why this is called as dot matrix? Why this is called as dot matrix? See, it prints the characters as pattern of dots. See, dot matrix uses the print head, or which we call it as hammer. Okay, which we call it as, sorry, one second students. Okay, so which we call it as hammer. The print head is also called as hammer. So dot matrix uses the print head to print each character by striking an inked ribbon to the character to print the characters on the screen. That means it strikes an inked ribbon to place hundreds to thousands of little dots to form a text. So that means it prints the characters as pattern of dots. The printed characters looks like a pattern of dots. That's why it is called as dot matrix printer. But today dot matrix printers are used far less. So because now these are replaced by laser printers and inkjet printers. Okay. Next one, daisy wheel printers. Why this printer is called as daisy wheel? See, the print head, that means these printers contains a metal or plastic disc. So this is the metal or plastic disc which is included in these printers. That's why these are called as, that means it looks like a daisy flower. Am I right? Yes. So that's why it is called as daisy wheel. That means it contains the print head like a metal or plastic disc. When printing, the printer automatically rotates the disc to print each character on the paper. So this is about the daisy wheel. See, now the daisy wheel printers are not used today because again laser printers and inkjet printers are replaced with daisy wheel, dot matrix and line printers, etc. Okay, so this is about the daisy wheel printer. The print head is a circular wheel which looks like a daisy flower. That's why it is called as daisy wheel printer. Okay, it has a metal or plastic disc. So while printing, this disc is rotated to print each character at a time. See, dot matrix printer prints each character at a time. Daisy wheel printer prints each character at a time. But when coming to the line printer, line printer is a high speed printer which is capable of printing one line at once. So the previous printers print only one character at a time. But here line printer prints one line at a time. That is the difference between dot matrix, daisy wheel and line printer. That's why these are called as line printers. So the speed of the dot matrix and daisy wheel printers is measured in terms of characters per minute or per inch. But here the line printers are measured in terms of number of lines per minute. As of course the line printer may print 3000 lines per minute. So that is the advantage of line printer. So line printers are high speed printers which is capable of printing one line at a time. So that is about the line printer. So these are widely used in data centers and industrial environments. Yes, these are available now. So to print one line at a time. Okay, but the dot matrix and daisy wheel printers are very slow when compared to line printer. But line printers are slow when compared to laser and inkjet printers. So that is the advantage of line printer. And we have so many very good, and we have so many types of impact printers. So why it is called as impact? Come on students, please respond. Why these are called as impact printers? Impact. So dot matrix, daisy wheel, drum, band, okay, and so many printers are available. So most of the printers are not utilized today because of high speed line printers, and because we are having high speed laser printers and we are having high speed inkjet printers. to print the large quantity of text or large amount of data. Come on students. So why these printers are called impact printers? Standard font means we have so many font styles. So like Times New Roman, Calibri, etc. So that means these printers recognize only some standard fonts like Times New Roman. And we have so many types like Arial Black, Arial, Calibri, Verdana, am I right? Book Antiqua. But now all the latest printers recognize all types of fonts. But the older printers recognize only a standard fonts. Information is produced as a sound by the speaker. The information, that means if you want to play music from the computer, then we use speakers. Or so why these are called? Very good, Comic Sans. Not only on paper. See, printer is mainly used to print on paper, whereas plotter is used to print the text on various types of materials, not only in papers. Laser printers and inkjet printers are widely used now. Come on students, why these are called impact printers? Impact printers means impact printers print characters or any type of data by striking an ink ribbon against the paper. That's why these are called as impact printers. Okay? Okay students, tomorrow we'll discuss non-impact printers and then plotters. Okay? We'll continue tomorrow students. Thank you everyone.